Hi, everybody. I'd like to show you a little project that has been inspiring for me because it's sort of like fun. Um, we're going to do a little text manipulation and query an API to personalize a Chuck Norris joke. First, let's do some text manipulation. Consider this, that we're going to take a sentence. I'm going to say, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And when we have a sentence like this, we can split it in various ways. For example, we can split it by the space character, and then we get a list of words. Now, if we want to, again, join this list of words, we can take the join block and put the list in here, but then we're missing the space again. So if we want to put the space back in again, what we need is the combine block. We combine the list using join. Whatever comes in here needs two inputs, so we can just leave these input slots blank. When we leave them blank, we get the same result. But we can also put in something else in between. We can say join and then put in the space character again. And now we're again getting the same sentence that we started out with. Now we can also split these things differently. For example, we can split by the letter O, for example. So now we're getting the list of everything that is delimited by an O. And if we join it again by the O umlaut and an H, what we're getting is, oh, look, something hard and metal, kind of like the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. We can do something else, like we can split by the word the and join it using a. So instead of the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, we get a quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog. And using split and join this way is actually interesting because what we've just made is sort of like a generalized substitution block. We can make a new block. We can say this is a block. It's going to be a reporter. It's going to be an operator. We're going to say replace every word with substitute in a text. And so we could say word is going to be an input. Substitute is going to be an input. So is text. So we got a block with 3 inputs. And we can generalize this by just dragging our little experiment in here. And so the word, the one that we're going to replace, was the, and the thing that we're substituting it with was a, so it goes into this slot, and the text goes into the first slot. So this now is our generalized way to replace something. Here's our block that we have that replaces every occurrence of a certain word or a bunch of characters with something else. Okay, that was kind of the second step. Now let's fetch a joke. In order to fetch something online, what we take the URL block. The URL block gets us the contents of another web page. So we query for Snap, and we get the Snap web page. So here's a little nice web page I found. It's called api.chucknorris.io. And we can say /jokes/random. If we click on this, we should be getting a new Chuck Norris joke. So here's a Chuck Norris joke. But it doesn't look like a joke. It looks a little funny. There are some funny characters in there. And the reason why we're getting these funny characters is that using web servers, we usually get a record that is encoded in a format called JSON. So in order to read this, we first need to decode it, to parse it, to split it by JSON. Luckily, Snap can already do this. We can take the split block, put the contents in here, and split it not by the space character, not by letter or word, but split it by JSON. When we split something by JSON, we get a table. A table is a data structure with a bunch of lines, a bunch of rows in here. And what we need is row number 7 that is indicated by the word value. Now, when we've got named data in Snap, we can also directly use the name, like in a dictionary. So we can say item, and we can just type in the word value here. Item value of whatever comes out of here should be the joke. So here, now, whenever we click on this, we get a new Chuck Norris joke, right? So what we have here is a nested expression. It's not a very deeply nested expression, but you know, there's item, of, split, and then there's so these blocks are stacked inside of each other. That's a very mathematical way to express things. Sometimes it's easier to think of it as a process where every step produces an output that becomes the input of the next step. And such a process is called a pipe. For a pipe, we have this block in Snap that we can just use. So we can reformulate this as a pipe, where we start with a value, and that's whatever we get from the Chuck Norris API. Then we want to split that by JSON. And when we use rings in Snap, if we just leave an input slot blank, it becomes an implicit parameter. So the output of this step becomes the input here. So now we're splitting this by JSON. We get a table. Then we select the item value of it. This is just a different way to reformulate what we've done nested in the step before as a pipe process. So now our process sort of has 2 steps. Now we can personalize it. We can add another step, and we can replace every occurrence of the word Chuck, for example, with my name, with Jens, and we leave this blank, and whatever comes out of here. Let's check this out. So now we got, when you watch Jens Norris in HD, it's even more painful. Okay, that's fun. So we replaced Chuck with Jens. Now we also want to replace Norris with my last name. So I'm adding another step in here, and I'm saying replace every Norris with my name is Mönig. Let's check this out. If Jens Norris. Oh, look, I mistyped Nori W. Let's check this again. On the day before the first day, Jens Mönig said, "Let there be God." Okay, so we just personalized a Chuck Norris joke. If you like how this works, feel free to experiment with this. I'm placing a link to the stub project into this video. Enjoy and send me your fun ideas. Cheers.